Welcome to our post-game press conference. We are joined by best player of the game, Kelly Williams, and winning coach, Coach Chot Reyes. Congratulations, gentlemen. Coach Chot, the first half looked a bit reminiscent of your first quarter last game, but tonight you showed a stronger bounce back after your 42-point third quarter explosion. What did you specify in the dugout at the half that just pushed a different tone and allowed you to break through tonight?
The most important thing was at halftime just to make sure that we felt that we hadn't given up yet. That's the most important thing, to make sure the players were of the belief that we were still in the ball game despite being down 20. And then we just narrowed our focus. We narrowed our focus down to taking away their three-point shots because they were killing us on all fronts in the first half. They were making their threes. They were getting penetrations and they were getting free throws. So we were giving up. They were getting everything that they wanted. So we said, okay, if we're going to focus on one thing in the second half, let's focus on shutting down their three-point shooting. So we adjusted our defense to take that away. Number one, and then offensively we did very little. We thought that if we made enough defensive stops, that would give us enough opportunities to run and transition and score points. And I think in the end, that's what happened. And Kelly did a great job on Perkins had 20 in the first half. He ended up with just 28, so 8 in the second. That was I think the big difference. We were able to shut down their top scorer in the second half, and Kelly had a lot to do with that. I think that's, in a nutshell, the story.
Coach, you've been very vocal in saying that the team is no longer the same quote-unquote mighty TNT, but with your ability to bounce back as you have done tonight, what is your belief level about reaching the standard that you've set for the team, especially as you have only 2 remaining games in the elimination round?
We're still a work in progress. We're very far, I think, from the elite teams in the league. And we've talked about it a lot as a team. We haven't played the complete game yet. In Ginebra, we played the terrible first half, a great second half. And when you play teams, quality teams like that, it's hard to win games, right? Same thing today. Terrible first half, great second half. So we have to continue working and finding solutions to be able to play a full 48 minutes. Even before thinking about the next 2 games, that's our bigger priority. How can we put together a full 48-minute quality game?
Thank you, Coach. Kelly, now on to you. You came alive in the third quarter. The challenge for veterans is to be able to discern when it is time for them to take over and when they should take a step back and facilitate and allow their teammates to score. What did you see in the third that just told you that it was your time to start the fire for the team?
At halftime, it was, for me, checking my ego, checking myself, seeing what I can do, because to help the team, because that's what Coach brought me in and brought me back to do, to help the team out whatever I could do. So that's the story of the season. That's the story of my career. Just come in and do what the team needs. And so I had to check myself at halftime. And Coach said it. We pick our poisons with a talented team like Phoenix, and we just locked in on what we had to do. I mean, we were all doing the same thing.
Picking up on what you said, from picking your poison, as you close in the elimination round with these last 2 games, what would you like to see from yourself and your teammates to avoid having to be under the pressure of trying to catch up, as you have done tonight and your last game?
I think Coach said it. We just want to be able to put together a complete game. I think that's the focus for us now. I think it's important for all of us to reflect on what we can do to improve and be locked in from the first minute to the 48th. And I think, like Coach said, before we even think about the next game, for the next practices, I think that's the focus. How can we come in right in the first minute and play at the level we know we can play at?
At this point, we're opening the floor to the media.